Hey guys, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program Day 4. I think it is. I think it's Day 4. I'm pretty sure it's Day 4. So, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful, a lovely day. Guys, girls, everybody. I keep on saying that. I even said that the other day, like, seriously. I think it was in my other videos I posted up, and I just, yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. It is Tuesday, and yeah, it's awesome. Guys, girls, everybody, I slipped up again. Everybody, please, welcome to Kerbal Space Program Day 4. Let's get started, and let's get into it. And we're currently, I believe we did Day 1. That's getting started in basic construction and basic flight. Day 2 was intermediate construction. Oh my god, I can't even speak today. Suborbital flight. I really cannot speak today. Yeah, it is tonight for me. Advanced construction. I literally have just gotten home from work. I'm literally doing a video for you guys, and I'm getting it out. I've literally just started my brand new job, so it's quite tiring. Advanced construction, I believe, was with Go for Orbit on Day 3, and now we're up to Day 4 because we're going Orbiting 101 and the Science Basics. So, Orbiting 101, this training scenario covers the basics of flying a spaceship craft in orbit. Essential maneuvers. Oh god, I can really not speak. Essential maneuvers like raising and lowering a polis and perlaus. I don't know how to say those words. Do not criticize. Nodes, and also import concepts such as what the terms Apollos and Borealis means. You'll start off in a low circular orbit around Kerbin with the Orbiter 1 training craft ready to go. Alright, let's go start it, and hopefully we'll have a fun episode today as well. Wow, that was straight into it. Alright, Orbiting 101. Welcome to the Orbiting 101 training program. I'm Jeannie Kerman, and I'm going to teach you the basics of orbiting. I assume you've already done the basic flights tutorials, and now are ready to learn how to get around in space. If you haven't done them, well, I hope you know what you're doing. Let's get started. Alright, let's get started. Where are we? Oh, we're off the Earth area. Okay. Next. Orbiting is nothing more than free-falling. The only thing is that all you fall, you're moving so fast forward that you actually miss the ground. Because up here, there is no atmosphere to slow you down at this height. You will continue to free-fall endlessly around the planet without having to use your engines. We are currently on a low, almost circular orbit around the Kerbin. To get a better view of your situations, press the M key to go to the map view. This is the map view. Here you can see your ship's position and its current trajectory. Oh my god, I really cannot speak. I apologize for any further mishaps of words, because I cannot speak today. I really do apologize. Anyway, around the planet. Hold right click and move mouse to look around and see your orbit from various angles. Alright, also hovering over the icons on the map will display more information about them, and by right clicking on the node you will pin the information. Oh yeah. Close the map when you're ready, press M key again so we can proceed. So I'm guessing we're here Yeah. T minus 5 minutes 37 seconds. Anyway. Good. Let's get practical now. I trust you already know your basic spacecraft controls. I believe so. Up here, they're very much the same, except that the lack of an atmosphere makes the ship behave quite a bit differently. Because there is no drag slowing you down, for every input you apply, you'll have to apply an opposite one to come to a stop again. I'm going to remotely nudge your altitude controls a little, try to get the ship back under control afterwards. If you find yourself totally out of control, hit T to toggle the SAS on, and it will automatically cancel any remaining rotations. Are you ready? I'm ready! Okay, here we go! There, you are piloting now. Stop rotating using the pitch and yawn controls. What's the yawn? The pitch and yawn. Whoop, nope, that's wrong. Okay. I do apologize. These guys are looking like they're having fun down there, though. Okay. I suggest you use the nav bar to orient yourself instead of looking at the ship. The nav bar ball isn't affected by the camera rotation, so it should be easy to get your bearing through this instrument than by looking at this outside of the ship. Okay. I'm looking at it. Nope. Okay. Stuff this. SAS, please take over. Nicely done! Altitude control is an essential skill for a spacecraft pilot. Master it. Master it, and you'll be well on your way to becoming an expert pilot. You can try this again if you want, or press next if you're ready to move on. I'm ready to move on. Let's have a look at the nav ball now. You've probably seen the symbols on it where were spinning around. Here's what they were meaning. The green prograde and retrograde vectors. They point towards and away from your velocity vector, respectively. That is, its point to and away from where you're going. Okay, right, fair enough. Radial in and out vectors, they point towards and away from the current orbital body. Normal, the purple / pinky kind of looking one. Normal and anti-normal vectors, they are perpendicular to the orbital plane. They point upwards and downwards with respect to the orbital plane respectively. Okay, now let's try something a little more involved. Open your map again, M. What we want to do now is go through some of the basic maneuvers you'll need to know. Let's try raising your Apollos first. Apollos is the highest point in the orbit, and it's indicated by the node marker AP. So this one here, I'm guessing. The best place to raise your Apollos is at the Purpurius PE node, which is the lowest point of your orbit. If you hover the mouse over the Purpurius node, you'll see that we are going to reach it in a few minutes. Once there, in a few minutes, we're 9 minutes away from it. And we're going away from it, I swear. A few minutes. Once there, we will face Brigade and burn. press period to speed up time a little so we can get there faster. Period. Period. Oh, period. Okay, time is now passing 5 times faster than normal. So we should be there in a few moments. You can control time warp with the period and comma keys, or click the arrows on the panel at the top left of the screen. This time I'll put us back to normal time about a minute before we reach progress, and start lowering the rate even earlier. Outside of training, though, you will have to warp time down to 1 times yourself, so don't go too fast or you might miss your mark. You can also click on any given point on your orbit and click the warp here option. The ship system will automatically warp time as fast as possible to get you there. Alright, it's slowing us down, so 5 times. 1 time. Good. Time to do our burn. Turn the ship to face the brigade vector now. Remember that you just activate the stabilist assistant key and click the orbit brigade button next to the nav ball. Really? A ball, and the ship's pilot or probe core will do it for you. Remember, the brigade vector looks like this. Make sure the ship is pointing towards it before accelerating. Okay, so get out a map, I guess. Oh, it's the green one. Okay. So we now turned brigade. Okay. Check SAS is engaged for you to keep her steady. Press Z key to accelerate at full throttle. Notice how the opposite side of your orbit starts to rise as you accelerate. Keep thrusting a brigade until you approximate reaches the about 800,000 meters. Okay, I didn't catch that message, but I think it was to press X. Well done. This is how you raise your Apollo node. With orbital maneuvers, pretty much everything you do will affect the opposite side of your orbit. So to raise the highest point Apollos, you thrust forward or brigade at the lowest point Paralis. Similarly, to raise your Paralis, you thrust parade to at Apollos. We're on our way to the Apollos now, so let's do just that. Press next when ready. I'll warp time to get us there quickly. Okay, let's go next and warp time quickly. 15. Okay, we're on our way to the Apollos node now. Notice how your ship loses speed as we rise. That's because we're climbing away from the planet. So we lose speed as we go higher, just like a ball does when thrown into the air back on Kerbal. The higher you are, the slower your orbit will be. Notice how the moon orbital speed is around 540 ms. You can see this by hovering over the moon marker, while yours is far higher. That's because our orbit is so much lower than that of the moon. When we reach, oh god, nope, not even gonna read it. Okay, here we are. Same as before. Turn your ship to face brigade. Okay, is that brigade? Mind that we are probably facing the other way right now, so the brigade marker might not be visible at first. But you can find it easily because it's on the opposite side of the erector marker. Once you're facing the right direction, fire up that engine and watch the progress lapse, okay? Keep burning brigade until the orbit is nearly circular. Okay. Which will be 0 when it's perfectly circle, so keep an eye on that. Okay, 0 means the orbit is circular. Nicely done. This is how you change the size of your orbit. This maneuver should come in handy in many situations. Next time we'll look into changing your orbital inclination. Press next to proceed when ready. Your orbital inclination is the angle between your orbit and Kerbal's equator. Oh my god. I really cannot speak. I apologize. Your orbital inclination is the angle between your orbit and Kerbal's equator. I apologize. I said equiliated before. If you've managed to maintain a reasonable amount of control so far, we should still be in a nearly zero inclination orbit. It still has the same inclination as before. Changing inclination is done by thrusting at a 90-degree angle to your brigade sector vector, but without changing your pitch relative to the surface. On our present nearly equatorial orbit, brigade is due east. That means to increase our inclination so that our orbit takes us into higher latitudes. We have to burn towards the normal direction. If all that I just said made your head spin, the nav ball once again comes to your rescue. In this case, you will need to use the normal vector to change your orbital inclination. Let's try that now. Turn the ship to the normal vector's direction. Open the throttle. Normal direction is the purple one. So let's do this one. Yep. And open the throttle. Notice how you burn north? Your orbit starts to tilt up on one side, but the Polaris and Polaris nodes remain the same, most of the same. It is because we are accelerating on a completely new direction. So this maneuver doesn't add or take away run. Oh my god, I cannot read that fast. Guys, girls, everybody, I'm just going to let you people. I really am not having a good night tonight. Everybody, I suggest that you guys and girls, everybody here watching the video, please read the things yourselves. If I am too slow, do read ahead. I know sometimes it's better for me to read it, but I'm thinking now I'm just going to read it myself. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let the music of the game make you fall asleep. Not really, but, you know, I'm going to let the game music in a way, or even my music, overtake you, and we'll read these every now and then. But at the moment, if you want to just watch, you can watch. Thanks, everybody, and we'll get on to the reading now. retrograde, and then we're going to burn our engines. Keep burning retrograde until the per altitude is around 20,000 meters. Okay. Try getting it as close as possible this time. If you overshoot and make it too low, turn brigade and accelerate a little to bring it back up. For precision, remember you can fine-tune your throttle until using the left control and left shift keys. That's it. You're now on your way back. 20,000 meters is low enough to hit the atmosphere, so you are now on a re-entry course to Kerbal. Once we're below 60,000 meters, the atmosphere will start slowing the ship down to the point that it won't have enough velocity to rise back up again. This is all we need to do for this lesson. You could keep playing and either perform more maneuvers or ride this path down to a landing, or you could skip to the next lesson. If you do try for a landing, don't forget to decouple the capsule and deploy the parachutes. See you on the ground. Finish. Well, we could in a way try it, but I don't know if we want to try it. I feel like we might not want to. Oh god. Alright, so I'm going to go stability assist. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. I'm going to go down like this, and I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm already on fire. It's getting burning hot here. It's all overheating, it's all overheating, okay. We are going in for a crash landing. We are going in for a crash landing, I say again. Okay, we overheated by heaps. Whoa, that's a lot of explosions. Where's the explosions coming from now? Oh, right above us. And that one? What about that one? There we go. See you later. Oh, and that one? It's flying around like no tomorrow. I guess you do what you want to do. Whee! Okay. I'm joking. Okay. Well, I'm gonna warp time. Alright, fasten up time. Come on, let's do this. We can land it. I'm surprised I actually could land this. We actually landed this quite well. I'm very impressed. Alright, we're nearly there, and we have touchdown. So, now I'm going to transfer crew control from here. Rename vessel, turn lights on. Ooh. Crew report. Transmit daughter. Reaction wheels. Okay then. Yeah, you guys look scared as hell. I would be too. It's fine. Alright, let's end that scenario. We've landed it. We got it. Alright, let's go into training and we'll do the science basics now. In this tutorial, Werner von Kerman will walk you through the Kerbal scientific method. You will learn how experimentation works and why it's so called. Okay, start. Let's do this. Alright, hello and welcome to today's lecture on Kerbal scientific method. I am Werner von Kerman, scientist extraordinaire. This tutorial doesn't really require any previous knowledge, but in order to gather science points, you will have to acquaint yourself with almost every aspect of the game. So you should do them all at some point. We are now at the Kerbal Space Center for a tour. See the basic construction tutorial for now. We'll focus on the research and development complex. Let's go next. The large complex nearest to you in the is the research and development complex. This is where you will make use of the science points your missions award you to unlock more pods. Go ahead and click on it to see this action. Okay, let's click it. Woo! Very good. What you see in the middle of the graph paper background is the tech tree. It shows how far your research has taken Kerbal technology. You don't have much to show right now, because you're not a world-class scientist like myself. At least not yet. But I trust you have the potential to achieve great things. Next. In a typical career game, you will start with a few pods and have to earn the rest. For education's sake, I've gone ahead and given some data units to your science program, so you should have enough science to unlock the next node. The total of your current available science points is shown on the top right corner, which is 5. Let's get cracking. Select any of the available grayed out nodes and click the blue research button on the right plane. Some of your science points will be spent to buy that invention. Basic rocketry or engineering 101. Let's have a look at available parts. We have the decoupler, we have the thermometer, we have the communicator 16, and we have the communicator 16S. On the basic rocketry, we have the fuel engine and the solid fuel booster and the fuel tank. Let's go for the engineering 101. Actually, no. How hard can science be? How hard can aeronautics? Yeah, we'll go this one. Okay, hooray! That's how research is done. You may have noticed that additional nodes were linked to one of just researched, and are now available to be researched as well. Don't know what to pick next? Don't worry. You can select a node at any time and useful information will be displayed in the right plane. This includes the new parts that it contains and how much science is needed to research it. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, this is nice and jolly, but how do I get more science? You can get more by doing many things, such as gathering crew reports from regions your Kerbals visit, fulfilling some kinds of contracts, collecting samples from various locations, equipping your ships with parts for science experiments, such as the mystery goo container unit, and using them, etc. There are many possibilities, really. Most of these actions are performed through content menus, which are displayed when you right-click on the various parts, and sometimes on Kerbals. Just keep in mind that your mission needs to transmit the result to survive a physical return to Kerbal, in order for the raw data points to be converted into useful science. All of the activities I mentioned, and many others you can discover, are tracked in a record for a future reference. You can access these science archives by clicking the yellow button on the upper left corner. Well, what are you waiting for? Click it! Alright, I'm clicking it. Gosh. Welcome to the Science Archives. Please make a selection. Okay, I really did not mean that accent to come out. I really apologize about that. That was a very bad accent, and apologize for trying to apparently impersonate I don't know what it was. To my head it sounded like Russian, but I definitely know it wasn't Russian, so I apologize for anybody that's, listening to this, and actually, you probably would be laughing at me right now, thinking, this guy is hilarious, because he is so stupid. I'm not stupid, but thanks for laughing. I'm glad that you're laughing. Anyway, Science Archives. That's it. The first and most important thing to notice is the rugged good looks of this fellow in charge. You can also see which science activities you have already performed, when, with whom, and how much science they earned for you. Okay, so this one, it says recovery of a vessel returned from a flight over Kerbal. Science 5. Current data value is 0.83. Okay. This is important because you see, if you repeat the same experiment multiple times, its scientific value diminishes because you already knew part of the answer. Mind you, as a result, you will receive less science each time you repeat an action, until you get practically nothing for it all anymore. Okay, that was very, very confusing for me. Another outstanding feature of the archives is that you can check with celestial bodies you have already visited and conducted experiments on or around. You can do so by clicking the icons corresponding to the body that you're interested in. For now, you will see the records of the research I gave you, but once you start doing your own science, you will be able to check it here. Next. That covers the basics of science. This is a theoretical class, and I'm sure it will all make a lot more sense when you go out and try it yourself. Remember that science requires curiosity, so go out and experiment, and don't be discouraged if a mission doesn't go quite as planned. If you learn something new, it's not a complete failure. If you're still feeling lost, feel free to try other tutorials. I'm looking forward to your accomplishments. I must continue my own research now. When you're ready, show yourself out by using the red lead button on the upper right corner. Done. Okay. That was a very quick, very quick tutorial. But everybody, thank you for joining this video. This video has been amazing with you guys and girls all coming in and joining it. I am very appreciative that you are coming back, watching more videos of mine, and giving me feedback, because I need you to give me feedback to be able to give more videos of what you want. So, everybody, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. If you want something else, or you want to suggest something, or just want to comment down below. If you want to share it with your friends, go ahead, because sharing with your friends gets more of me being able to get your feedback. And also, remember that to subscribe. That's right, remember to subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, then please subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you can get notified when I upload. But everybody else that's subscribed already, thank you for subscribing, and I hope you have a wonderful, lovely day, and take it easy.